please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Well, those are the top headlines we're tracking this evening. You're watching CNBC TV18 and this is Reporter's Diary. I'm Nitya Balakrishnan. Straight then to the top story that we're tracking this evening. ICICI Bank's chairman came out to defend CEO Chanda Kochar over the controversy surrounding the 3,250 crore rupee loan given to the Videocon Group. In a letter written in 2016 to the Prime Minister's office, a person called Arvind Gupta had claimed what he called illicit banking and commercial relationship between ICICI Bank CEO Chanda Kochar's family and Videocon Group's Venugopal Dhoot. Responding to these charges, the bank's chairman has said, and I quote, "Rumors are malicious and unfounded."
Some malicious and unfounded rumors that have been circulating in the past few days, casting insinuations on ICICI Bank and its MD and CEO. Similar rumors had first surfaced in mid-2016 and had been appropriately responded to at that stage. Nevertheless, these have been resurfaced in the recent past to malign the reputation of the bank and the MD and its CEO.
Meanwhile, CNBC TV18 also spoke to Videocon's Venugopal Dhoot, who defended himself in the entire controversy. Speaking to CNBC TV18 Shireen Ban and Lata Venkatesh, Dhoot claimed he did not indulge in any malicious transactions and also went on to say that no regulator or investigating agency has contacted or questioned him in this matter.
Mr. Dhoot, we want to ask you for clarification, sir. What was the reason for this 64 crore rupees transaction between you and New Power, which was a company of Deepak Kochar? Can you explain to us that particular transaction, Mr. Dhoot?
I really telling you that 64 crore rupees matter. We don't know. Videocon Industries Limited or Videocon Group has not given any 64 crore investment in whatever company's name you call.
Mr. Dhoot, that Supreme Energy, you were a shareholder, you owned a large stake in Supreme Energy, and that company subscribed to convertible debentures of 64 crore at a time when you owned that company. And that's why I'm asking you, why did you all make that debenture investment in exchange for what?
It is the wrong information, and you say my huge investment, I had some 50,000 rupees investment. That is a huge, it is okay for me, but that's not a huge amount, 50,000 rupees, and I don't have any connection with Supreme Industries. What you company called, I don't know. Supreme.
But the reports say that you were the owner of Supreme Energy or a large shareholder of that company, Supreme Energy. This is exactly
50,000 rupees is a large. I like that.
No, not 50,000, sir. That you owned Supreme Energy, and Supreme Energy subscribed to 64 crores of convertible debentures.
No, whatever share I have of Supreme Energy, I sold. And I don't know what...
No, but when did you sell, sir? When did you sell? Because it looks like you have sold it after the transaction. The report says that you sold the shares in Supreme Energy in November of 2010, but the subscription to the debentures was in March of 2010.
Some information is going wrong. Some information is going
Sorry,
wrong.
Sir?
Some information is going wrong.
Okay.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you that I sold this share before what you have called some investment has been made by Supreme Industries.
You're saying that you sold the investments, you sold the shares in Supreme Energy before Supreme Energy subscribed to the convertible debentures? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. What Supreme Energy did later on, I don't know.
Okay.
I am not involved in Supreme Energy giving money to whom or how. I am not involved in that.
Has the Reserve Bank raised any questions with you? And I ask you this, Mr. Dhoot, because a letter to the effect of suggesting that there has been impropriety in the dealings between you, Deepak Kochar, and Chanda Kochar's involvement via ICICI Bank have made it to the Prime Minister's office as well on the 15th of March in 2016. Have you heard from the Reserve Bank, for instance, seeking any questions or clarifications on any of these transactions, Mr. Dhoot?
Yeah, I'm telling you that no question was asked because I am not involved in this transaction. I am not at all involved in this transaction. I invested only few thousand rupees in that. And that's why you are asking me all these questions, but nobody, no regulator, nobody has asked me any question because it is not in their record that I have done anything wrong.
Can you explain to us why you chose to invest in Deepak Kocher's company to start with? Was there a joint venture, or were you merely an investor in Deepak Kocher's company? And secondly, why did you choose to then exit that within a matter of, what, about a month or so, sir?
Yeah, that is a good question, I tell you. At that time, we were investing in various renewable energy companies. We have got investment in renewable energy company. That Mr. Kocher's company also I invested few thousand rupees, but I thought that I have done too much, and now I don't want to go ahead. So I have sold my share back, and I don't have any investment in Deepak Kocher's company today.
Okay. Well, just to reiterate, sir, I know I have asked you this question already 2 times, but finally to reiterate, you say that when you owned Supreme Energy, at that time the company had not made any convertible debenture investment in NU Power. You're very clear about that.
I reiterate yes, that when my investment was there at that time, 64 crore rupees investment was not made by any Videocon company. Okay. Videocon company has got no investment in Mr. Kocher's company like such a big amount. This may be in few thousand, but such a big amount Videocon Industries or Videocon Group companies has not made in Deepak Kocher's company. I repeat again and again.
Slip into a quick breather right here on Reporter's Diary. Meanwhile, on the other side, the government shares details of its plan to sell 76% stake in Air India, says existing debt of about 33,000 crore rupees will go to the new buyer. Remaining liability of about 30,000 crore rupees to be transferred to a special purpose vehicle. Welcome back. You're still with Reporter's Diary, and straight on then to the top political story of the hour. The battle for Karnataka heats up as chaos erupted at Amit Shah's Dalit interaction in Mysuru today, as Dalit leaders targeted Shah over Anant Kumar Hegde's anti-Dalit remark. Now, Hegde had compared Dalits and seculars to street dogs. Remember, BJP chief Amit Shah is on a 2-day visit to Mysuru and neighbouring districts in the state. Shah said that the BJP has nothing to do with Hegde's comment.
श्री अनंत कुमार हेगड़े के बयान मैं स्पष्ट कर देना चाहता हूं कि श्री अनंत कुमार हेगड़े के बयान के साथ भारतीय जनता पार्टी अपने आप को संबंध नहीं करती है। वो
Both Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Amit Shah were seen doling out cash while rallying across the state. Shah donated 5 lakh rupees to Raju's family, a BJP worker who was killed about 2 years ago. And in another incident, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah's convoy was approached by people in rural Karnataka, where they asked for some money from him. Siddaramaiah took out money from his wallet and distributed it amongst the people. Meanwhile, let's shift gear then to civil aviation, and we are talking about the first time that CNBC TV18 broke that story, and now it's official. The government has cleared the runway for Air India's divestment. In fact, the government has given its in-principle nod to sell 76% stake in the national carrier Air India. Shireen Band spoke to the Minister of Civil Aviation, Jayant Sinha, a little while ago and began by asking him why the government would want to retain any stake at all in the Maharaja. Let's listen in.
One of the things we do want to be able to do is to participate in the value creation that will happen once Air India is with new owners who will of course take it to great heights and make it into a great global airline. There will be tremendous value creation, and in fact if you look at what has happened to Maruti today has a market cap of 2.7 lakh crores. It's become a very valuable company under private ownership, and we think that Air India will also do exceedingly well. We will in fact be absorbing some of the debt of Air India in the asset holding company that we are creating, and because we want to pay down that debt and we want to be able to fulfill all the obligations that government has, we would like to be able to maintain a certain residual stake in Air India so that we can participate in the value creation. I will of course point out that we are giving full management control to the new owner. So full management control will vest with the full owner. The government will participate so that we can be able to unlock some of the value that is in Air India. And of course, there's a very other important point to note, Shireen, which is that the ESOP that we will create, the stock ownership pool that we will create for employees will come out of the government stake of 24%. So government stake will probably even fall below 20% once we create the ESOP pool for employees as well. So we want to really make sure that the value creation is fully shared by employees and of course by the people of India as Air India really progresses and does much better going forward.
With that, we'll slip into a short break right here on the bulletin. But up next, Canada Pension Fund is interested in hiking its stake in Kotak Mahindra Bank, and Edelweiss says the president and CEO of the fund, Michael Sabia. More on that when we come back.